Hi guys, we're going to go ahead and have calendar time. So get something to write with, a whiteboard and marker, paper and pencil, and we're gonna go ahead and have probably our last calendar time for May, because when we look at our calendar, we're gonna see that a new month starts next week. So let's go ahead and begin. And remember, while we're solving, solve with me. And if you ever need to pause me so that you can finish getting your answer before I tell you my answer, then pause me, put me on pause, and then check your answer with mine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna look at our calendar and sing the months of the year. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Boom, boom. So if we look at our calendar, our month at the top is May. Very good. And today's date is the 29th. So today's May 29th, and our year is 2020. Let's say that all together. Today is May 29th, 2020. I'm going to go ahead and write that up here for today is, if you want to go ahead and write it down in your workspace too. Remember, May is the month and it begins with an uppercase M. So May 29th, comma, 2020. Very good. All right, let's do our days of the week. Ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday in, there's Monday, there's Tuesday in, there's Wednesday, there's Thursday in, there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Good. All right, so if we look at today, remember today's the 29th, and we go up, 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 up. Fra. Today is Friday. So today is Friday. Let's figure out what yesterday was. Remember, we go back a day. So here's today. Hop back one. Yesterday. Up, up, up. Th. Yesterday was Thursday. And if we want to figure out tomorrow, we're going to go forward a day. So here's today again, 29. We hop forward one day. Tomorrow will be Saturday. Very good. All right, so let's read all three and our season. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. The season is spring. Good. If we look at our calendar, May has 31 days, so this guy's kind of hidden down here. I ran out of spaces on our calendar, but so May has 31 days. So if today is the 29th, tomorrow will be 30, and then Sunday will be 31. That's the last day of May. And then after May 31st, this will be a new month. And if we think about our months of the year, January, February, March, April, May, June comes after May, so June will be the next month that we start on Monday. Monday will be June 1st. Okay, so we'll have a new calendar on Monday. We'll look at what special days we have coming up. June is the start of summer, so that is so exciting. I know we have a couple class birthdays, so Monday we'll be looking at the June calendar. Okay, all right, let's scooch over. Let's look at our problem of the day. Oops, sorry. Our problem says we read 7 books. We read 8 more. How many books did we read all together? Okay, so we have a story problem, a word problem today we're going to solve. So first, let's try to pull out the important numbers that we have. So we have 7. We read 7 books. We read 8 more, so we have 8. Okay, so our numbers that we're working with are 7 and 8. And now we need to figure out, are we going to add those numbers together or are we taking away? So let's look for some clue words. So we read 7 books. We read 8 more. More is a clue word. How many books did we read all together? All together is another clue. So if we're asking for more and we're putting numbers all together, does that make you think of adding, putting things together, or does that make you think of subtracting and taking away? It should make you think of adding. So we know we started with 7, so we're going to write our number sentence. 7 And then we said we're going to add, so we need a plus sign. Then we have 8 more, so 7 plus 8 equals, and we're solving for that number. So go ahead and put me on pause and solve and get your answer, and then let's check back and see if we get the same answer. Okay, so let's get our answer. We could use our fingers, but if we have 7, I don't have 8 more fingers, right? So that's not going to help me put up 7 and then put up 8 more. But I can put 7 in my head because that's the number, remember, that we started with. So I can put 7 in my head and then count 8 more. So I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So when I put up 8 more fingers, I got 15. Okay, if you don't feel comfortable using your fingers and putting a number in your head, you can always draw dots. So you could draw dots for 7, and then dots for 8, 6, 7, 8, and then count them up all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I get 15 again. Or if you wanted to only draw the dots for 8, you know you're starting with 7, right? So you could say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So all those ways, I got 15. So we read 15 books altogether. 7 plus 8 equals 15. All right, let's look at our pattern. So we have triangle, circle, square, square, triangle, circle, square, square, triangle. If you're solving with me, go ahead and write that down. Put me on pause and then figure out what comes next. We have 3 missing shapes. Okay. So let's look at our pattern. Let's say it one more time and decide if it's growing or a repeating pattern. Triangle, circle, square, square, triangle, circle, square, square, triangle. This is a repeating pattern because something is happening over and over again, right? This is not growing. Nothing has changed. So our strategy for solving a repeating pattern is to label with letters. So let's start with triangle is going to be A. Circle is B. Then square is a new shape, so that's going to be C. Then we have square again, so it's another C. Then we're back at triangle, which was an A. Circle was B. Square was a C. And another C. And then we have triangle again, which was A. All right, so let's see, can we find the part that's repeating? So when we look at just our letters, we have A, B, C, C, A, B, C, C, A. So the repeating part is what? What's the repeating part? Right, this A, B, C, C. Or triangle, circle, square, square. So here we have it again, A, B, C, C. Triangle, circle, square, square. Okay, so we need to finish A, B, C, C, A, B, C, C, A, B, C, C. So then we're just filling in, right? So B was a circle, C was a square, C was a square. So we have an A, B, C, C pattern, and the missing shapes that we needed to finish it were circle, square, square. So let's say it from the beginning. Let's say our shape names and make sure that it sounds right and it repeats correctly. Triangle, circle, square, square. Triangle, circle, square, square. Triangle, circle, square, square. So we got it. Good job. All right. Here's our clock for our time. Go ahead and write down what time you see. Remember, look at your hour hand and your minute hand. Okay, if you haven't written it down, go ahead and pause me. Let's look at our hour hand first. Our hour hand is pointing at the 2, so we know we're going to have 2 hours. And our minute hand is pointing at the 12. And when our minute hand points at the 12, we know we have o'clock. So when we write our time, we're going to write 2, put our 2 dots, and then o'clock we show with 2 zeros, so 2 o'clock. Good. All right, the last thing we're going to look at is our money. So I'm going to go ahead and scooch you just a little bit closer so you can see the coins in our bank today. Okay, so here we have 3 different coins, and I've kind of grouped them by what coin they are to help us a little bit. We have first this small coin, which is a what? This is a dime, and a dime is worth how much? 10 cents. So when we count them, we count by tens. Good. Next we have a nickel. A nickel is worth how much? 5 cents. Good. We count them by fives. And then last we have our little brown coin, and that name is a what? It's a penny. Pennies are worth how much? 1 cent. We count them by ones. Perfect. All right, so we're going to count tens, fives, and then we'll count by ones. We'll do this a couple times because sometimes it is hard to get your brain and your mouth to switch from counting by tens to counting by fives and then counting by ones. Okay, let's try our best. Let's count our dimes first. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, now count by fives. 65, 70, 75. Now counting by ones. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81 cents. Let's do that one more time, counting by tens first, and then fives, and then ones. So start with your tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, now by ones, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81 cents. So our money is 81 cents. Okay, great job. You did a fantastic job today. I hope that you were able to work along with me. Hope you're having a great day and a happy Friday and a good weekend. You guys are almost second graders. I can't believe it. So have a great day today. I'm proud of you and I miss you so much. Bye.